Hi guys, welcome to Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's transfers today. I am Adam McCullough. This is number 33. Apart from the other transfer updates when actual signings have gone down, this is the 33rd time we have been live on a weekday at 11 PM and we are here live on Full Time Devils Monday to Friday at the same time. Thank you guys that have joined us, and if you're joining us late, thank you very much for tuning in. And if you're watching this back after we've been live, then thank you very much anyway. No matter whether you're watching live or after, it's all good in the hood, no matter how much you want to take this transfer news. Anyway, we've got lots to talk about today. We are talking Shaqiri, Eric Bailly, Ramanoli, Willian, Ronaldo, and my boy Anthony Martial. You guys are already going mad in the comments. Daniel says Ronaldo is coming home. So not only is football coming home, apparently Ronaldo is too. In fact, I probably think there's more chance of football coming home than Ronaldo. Sandro says that's effort, who wants to talk about him. We haven't got him in our list, but I'll answer some of your questions about Sandro towards the end of the day. Are England good enough to win the game, the World Cup, says Luke. Again, we'll talk about that once we've got through all we need to get through on tomorrow's transfers today. The first story, as I said, is about Xherdan Shaqiri, who's just been knocked out of the World Cup with I was about to say with Stoke City, with Switzerland. Now, obviously, he plays for Stoke City at this moment in time, and he wants to stay in the Premier League because, as you know, those guys have been relegated and they're in the Championship now, so no trips to Stoke. Don't know how I feel about that. Am I happy? Am I sad? It wasn't a bad away day, to be fair, but yeah, actually I'm glad Stoke are gone. And Shaqiri, this story is in the Express, by the way, has been talking about his future because now he's out of the World Cup. He can talk about his future, he can get it resolved. He says, I want to stay in the Premier League and you will find out my club soon. So this is what Shaqiri is saying now. For me, Xherdan Shaqiri would be a very good squad player for any team in the league. Do I think Manchester United need to get him? Probably not. From the rumours that have been circulating beforehand, it does seem like Xherdan Shaqiri is going to end up at Liverpool. And even if he did look, like I said, it would be a good signing for any of the top four squads. But I don't think he'd actually improve our first 11. He has got a good set piece on him, which is something that we don't really have in our side. But I don't think I want Xherdan Shaqiri at Manchester United. And to be honest, I don't think he will end up at Manchester United. Maybe the reason we've been in discussions with Stoke is for Lee Grant, as you can see here. We've signed him already. I thought it was going to be on a free, but apparently we've paid £1.5 million. And I can't see us getting Xherdan Shaqiri at all. Maybe he'll end up at Liverpool and then they'll be able to use this article as something to say, oh, Liverpool beat Manchester United to the signing of Xherdan Shaqiri. Probably not. Now onto a player that is at Manchester United. In fact, before we go on to that, what do you guys think about Xherdan Shaqiri? Would you take him? Rian says Xherdan Shaqiri would be a foolish signing. That's if we are in for him. He would take game time away from Andreas Pereira. Of course, we don't know whether Andreas Pereira is going to play this season. Dennis says he isn't better than Mata. And Zach Mourinho for Southgate, says Sohail. Talk about a knee-jerk reaction. Talk about a knee-jerk reaction. That one is definitely not going down. I'm sure about that one. Anyway, moving on now to Eric Bailly. And the Sun are going. Now, I don't like the Sun, but we have to use this story. Apparently, it's an exclusive. And they are saying Eric Bailly wants talks with Jose Mourinho over his future. They say there's no serious issues, but he wants to play. And he's not happy being second fiddle to Smalling and Jones. Now, at the end of the season, Jose Mourinho was talking about how Bailly weren't going to a World Cup, so I'm playing Smalling, I'm playing Jones, etc. That didn't make sense because Manchester United were without, who in my opinion is our best centre-half. Eric Bailly should have been in that team, so there seems to have been a little bit of a falling out between Eric Bailly and Jose Mourinho. Hopefully, that won't come in between them two. Him being selected this coming season. We need all of our best players. And hopefully Eric Bailly stays at the club. Now, I don't fear he'll be going anywhere. As the article says, if it is true, there's no serious issues. and he just wants to play. And if Manchester United want to improve on next season, then we need to be getting Eric Bailly in the team, because we can't be persistent with Smalling and Jones. We cannot. If I see Valencia, Smalling, Jones and Young in the back four once next season, God, I'm going to be in that canal with Webby. That's for sure. Anyway, Bailly. Shiva says, I love Bailly. I hope he stays. Sohail says, Bailly won't leave. Bailly and Lindelof is the future for us, says Samuel. And I agree with that. I know Lindelof's been playing very well at the World Cup. He did show signs of it for Manchester United in the second half of the season when he was used last year. Wasn't great at the beginning, but he did improve. Still a lot more to come from him, but he's a guy that we look at and think he can improve our back four. In terms of someone else potentially improving our back four, Alessio Romagnoli. Now, Team Talk have picked up on a Gazzetta dello Sport article, and they're saying AC Milan have rejected an offer from Manchester United, which was around 50 million euros, including bonuses, and AC Milan rejected that bid, and United are now wondering whether to go back in. Now, I've got to say, I feel like this one is a bag of bullshit. I don't think this one's true at all. You'd think if something was coming out of Italy, Damasio might be all over it and be saying, if it was true, I can't see United getting this guy. There was talk about Bonucci as well from AC Milan. We know AC Milan have been suspended from European football for the coming season due to their financial fair play, so they've got to raise some funds. Will Romagnoli been sold? Do some of that? Probably. Maybe they're just getting this kind of information out there so they can let people know his price tag. I'm not too sure, but I don't think he's going to Manchester United. Do you guys think he is? Dennis is still talking about Bailly, and he says it's captain material. Brad says it's pure BS, and it's not happening. We've got over 500 people in the house watching us live at the moment. Make sure you're liking the video and subscribing to Full Time Devils as well. We're trying to hit 500,000 subscribers ASAP, so get hitting that subscribe button. Moving on now to Willian. Now, if you remember, after the cup final when Manchester United lost and Chelsea's players and fans were celebrating inside Wembley, we were outside doing fan cams, and Willian walked past and we're thinking, what the hell is this guy doing? Shouldn't he be celebrating with his club? He wasn't. There seemed like there was problems back then at the end of the season. There'd already been rumours linking United to him. And ESPN Brazil are saying that United and Barcelona have been told Chelsea won 80 million euros for Willian. Now, apparently that's put off both teams, and both teams would be happy, apparently, to spend around 50 million on him. But I hope Chelsea keep saying they want 80 million euros for him. I'm not particularly keen on us getting Willian. I think he's a decent player. Again, I think he'd be a decent squad player like Shaqiri. Do I want to see him come into Manchester United? I'm not eager for that to happen. I'm really not. I think he'd improve us. But is it improvement that I want or feel that United need at this moment? No. We need to give the likes of Rashford, Martial minutes. Sanchez is still here. Like, is Willian going to do anything? Bad Brad makes a good point. It depends what happens with Anthony Martial. And we will talk about Martial a little bit later. Pedder says swap Martial with Willian. What? No. Please don't be so silly. Why would we give a player that has a ceiling to go on and do great things, become one of the best players in the world, and why would we let him go at 22 to bring in someone that's towards the end of their career, their best years are behind him? I just don't know. I just really don't know. Moving on to someone that we're very fond of, Ronaldo. The Telegraph. Now, I thought this was bullshit when it first came out. I thought this was absolute BS. I thought, no way is this going down. Ronaldo's doing his usual antics, trying to get more money from Real Madrid. He isn't going to be leaving. But in the last day or two, it seems Juventus have bid £88 million or 100 million euros for Cristiano Ronaldo. Apparently they've made a bid to his agent as well in terms of terms and a contract. And all of this talk has made the British press say there's pressure on United to bid for him. Now, should Manchester United bid for Cristiano Ronaldo? Now, me, personally, I think no. Now, I love Cristiano Ronaldo. Look, there he is with the gaffer, smiling, all that. Absolutely adore Cristiano Ronaldo. He's given me some of the best moments as a Manchester United fan. and he's probably been the best player I've ever seen in a Manchester United shirt. If he goes to Juventus, I'd want him to do well, obviously when they're not playing United. And do I think United should bid for him? No. If he was going to City or something like that, my heart would probably come into it and be like, yo, get Ronnie. We can't allow him to go there. But now, if he's going to Juventus and all that, and just footballing only, when you're looking at it from a footballing perspective, this is not a signing that we're going to make. He would be playing in a number 9 position now. Romelu Lukaku is going to play week in, week out up top. Now, I know that sounds weird because if you got Ronaldo, you start Ronaldo over Lukaku. No matter how great of a striker Lukaku is, Ronaldo will get someone 40 goals minimum. But Jose Mourinho isn't going to replace Romelu Lukaku in that team. Is Ronaldo going to play out wide anymore? No. So is he going to come to a club and take a bit part role? No. And I think the Juventus move could be absolutely fantastic for him. He goes to Serie A where, you know, the weather and all that be all right for him. He'll have, you know, I don't think the league's as quick as La Liga or as the Premier League. I think he'd bang goals and top goals for fun, and he'd even have an opportunity to win the Champions League. Juventus have been very, very close to doing it in the last couple of years. Could he be the difference for him? So I don't think United should get involved in that. And Telegraph are asking the question, should United bid? Now, this is a stupid story that Chris has put in at the end. He likes to wind me up, does Chris. And Manchester United tweeted earlier with a picture of Anthony Martial, I think from the Real Madrid game when he absolutely tore someone apart and set up a goal. And it says, look at Martial's face, tell us you don't want to see Manchester United in the USA. United are obviously going on tour. And the Metro have picked up on a few tweets from excited United fans who have taken that as saying, oh, Martial's not going anywhere. Look how United are tweeting about him. And Metro have picked up a few tweets to then say this is what United fans think. And you hear this all the time. Newspapers, bloggers, etc. taking like 3 tweets and then making a story out of it and saying this is what Manchester United fans think. And you can find 3 Manchester United fans that think the most outlandish shit online. And I just think it's a bullshit article. But as for Martial's future, I hope it is at Manchester United. I hope we get him tied down to a new contract very, very soon. And I hope we give him the assurances that make him believe that Manchester United is the right place for him to play his football. I'm worried it might not happen. I'm worried he might leave United. And if that happens, obviously I hope it's to a club outside of England. But absolutely love the boy Tony Martial, and we should concentrate on keeping him at the club, and hopefully we get to see him on the pre-season tour with Manchester United. Anyway guys, that has been it for tomorrow's transfers. Today I have been Adam McCullough. We have been talking so much, and I want you guys to get your comments in on Shaqiri, Bailly, Romagnoli, Willian, Cristiano Ronaldo and Anthony Martial. What are your thoughts on all of that? Get your thoughts in the comments below. Suhail says Anthony Martial is staying. Don't you worry, McCullough. And I think on that note, I'll leave you with that because it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful thought, isn't it? Anyway, guys, I have been Adam McCullough. This has been tomorrow's transfers today. You guys have all been legends. Remember, keep up to date with everything going on Full Time Devils by hitting that subscribe button. And for now,